This is Pam and Linda with Your Nurse Advocates Consulting. And this morning, our webinar is on essential oils and gut health. And Linda is our expert on that. She's a certified essential oil specialist, and she's going to be sharing with you information on the use of essential oils and how that can help to improve your gut health. As you know, this month we've been focusing on gut health with different types of nutritional things that you could do to improve that. So today we're going to talk about essential oils. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. If everyone can just mute their cell phones and make sure that it's quiet so that you can hear us well, we're going to go ahead and get started. So Linda, welcome this morning, and it's all yours.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Pam, and welcome everyone to our webinar on essential oils and gut health. Basically, this is a webinar in how essential oils can improve your immune system and your gut health. So I first want to get started with a disclaimer. This webinar is truly only for educational purposes, to only enhance the awareness of the benefits of essential oils to individuals. It's not in any way proposing to treat, diagnose, or cure any acute or chronic disease. Please make sure you contact your primary healthcare provider for any type of disease management. I also just want to let you know that the facilitator, myself, of this webinar has no conflict of interest in presenting this webinar. So in getting started with this, the first area I want to focus on is the digestive system. It is the key aspect of optimal wellness. Essential oils throughout history have helped us with a numerous amount of recovery and companions, and also with ingesting of oils to be able to help us with other healing aspects of our body. I first essentially got involved in essential oils through getting massages. I love the idea of essential oils with the aromatherapy component, the smell, the idea of how it relaxed me, the component that it helped us throughout history. These plants and these oils have been around for centuries in order to aid us with healing and recovery. But essentially for this webinar, we're going to focus on the fact that essential oils are just really great companions in combination with other nutrients to help us with our gut health. It's been identified from scientists and other research and studies across the globe that aromatic compounds that are found in these essential oils from plants improve how the nutrients and the plant-based ingredients from these plants are absorbed by the gut. Our gut plays a really important role in our health. It is like a huge topic today. It's like one of the buzzwords of today's health and wellness era. It is responsible for digesting and absorbing nutrients in all the foods that we eat. And believe it or not, our gut is about 25 feet long, and it's curled up in our abdomen, and it's a vital organ of elimination. But it has a huge impact on our overall health. Everything that we take in and ingest into our body goes system, this very highly complex system that provides key nutrients to our bloodstream to help keep us healthy and keep our cells healthy. So it plays an integral role in our immune function and our overall mood. I just want you to think about a Thanksgiving dinner. When you overeat all of that food, and then 2 hours later, guess what? Half of the people are sleeping on the couch. That is how potent our immune function and mood is, and our gut is to our overall health. So our immune system and our gut play a very, very integral role. They work well together. The GI tract, especially over our intestines, our small and our large intestines, they have a big job, actually. They oversee everything that leaves our gut and enters our bloodstream. So they're kind of like the gatekeeper of all the nutrients that go into our body and leave our body, either through waste products and or go into our bloodstream. So when our gut is working really well, the intestines are permeable. So it's almost like a very thin sheet of paper or membrane, and it allows enough nutrients to enter the bloodstream, but it prevents toxins from leaving, which is a really big job, because a lot of times the foods we eat are not necessarily all good for us. So the intestines do work overtime to be able to make sure that we're getting everything that we need from the foods that we're taking in, and making sure that the toxins are not entering our bloodstream and are leaving our body the way they should. Just remember that 80% of your immune system is located within your gut. So keeping your gut healthy will keep your immune system also healthy. It's the largest immune organ in the body, and it identifies all foreign substances that trigger an immune response. So when your gut is feeling bloated, when you feel nauseous, when you have a stomach ache, when you have diarrhea, when you have constipation, that's all because the gut has identified foreign substance that triggers some type of immune response within our gut. It's trying to protect us and make sure that the toxins leave our body and that we get the appropriate nutrients in our bloodstream. The gut is highly fortified with cells that participate in immune responses. Along the walls of the intestine, through the little capillaries and vessels that are part of the large and small intestine, all of those cells are fortified to help with the immune response. So, problem number one, our modern diets. Despite having a lot of food to eat, despite having a wealth of food within our nation, within our cities, within our stores, a large portion of our population is burdened with poor health and chronic illnesses. A lot of this has to do with our current eating habits. So our population, our bodies are starving for nutrients. A lot of the foods that we currently ingest are highly processed and have a lot of artificial ingredients that are potentially harmful to us. Because of that, our immune system, or our gut, because of the way it was incorporated through our birth and the way our systems and our bodies work, a lot of times these processed foods, when they enter our gut, we don't have, or our gut does not have, the enzymes to actually process these and actually make them digestible or actually absorbable or bioavailable for our system to be able to enter into our bloodstream. And because our foods are so highly processed, we have a lot of empty calories. And empty calories are devoid of vital nutrients. Empty calories are simple sugars. Empty calories are fats and things that are animal binding. And this leads to the impairment of key system functions, because our bodies really rely on a stream of nutrients such as vitamins that we get from the foods that we ingest, minerals that we get from the foods that we ingest, healthy fats such as oils from olives and from corn, those types of things, proteins and healthy carbohydrates to function optimally. Proteins you can get from a variety of sources, such as nuts and legumes. And of course, there's animal proteins. Healthy carbohydrates are things such as vegetables, lettuce, tomatoes, spinach, arugula, things of that nature are considered healthy carbohydrates. Grains are considered healthy carbohydrates. We need certain components from these healthy carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, and fats to function optimally. But when our bodies are deprived of these nutrients, it can result in what we call cellular starvation, sluggish organ function, unsatisfied appetites, overeating, lack of energy. A lot of times when our cells are starved, we find ourselves snacking. We find ourselves laying on the couch and not really wanting to do anything. We find ourselves feeling tired and fatigued a lot. This has to do a lot with cellular starvation because we cannot make the nutrients that we are ingesting bioavailable to be able to enter our bloodstream to get us the actual energy and the nutrients that our cells need to stay healthy. Side effects of that, because of modern agricultural practices, have decreased the nutritional value of all the fruits and vegetables, which historically have been our most nutrient-dense foods. So modern agricultural practices have decreased key nutrients in our produce, especially, such as the protein, the calcium, phosphorus, iron, B2, vitamin A, and C. And I thought this was a really interesting analogy. You would need to eat 21 oranges today to obtain the same amount of vitamin C that was found in one orange from the 1950s. So think about that. Think about how agriculture has affected the way our produce has a nutritional value, or the type of nutritional value that our current produce has. So right now, most adults fail to get the required vitamins from their food, even though they may consider themselves eating very healthy. So cellular starvation can be caused from high stress, a strong lack of physical activity, poor sleep, daily exposure to toxins, and this all adds to what our bodies are already going through with cellular starvation. And you put the modern diet and those additional variables, and you have a perfect storm for cellular stressors that lead to cellular starvation. On the picture you see to the right, talks about the foods that are beneficial, that add to our gut health and to the microbiomes and the probiotics that are in our gut. When you add fast food to your diet or constantly ingest foods that are not of good nutritional value, you decrease the firmicutes, which are the good bacteria in your gut. So that's when you start feeling that nausea, the bloating, the fatigue, the lack of energy, because the nutrients that you're ingesting are either not healthy or unable to get to the cellular level to keep yourself healthy. So there is a gut-brain connection. So overall, people always think digestion begins in the mouth. Well, it doesn't. It truly begins in the brain. Signals from the brain sent through the vagus nerve turn on your digestive function. So that's why when you see food, a lot of times all of a sudden you start salivating. You start wanting to take that food in. So basically the brain sends this signal, it turns on the digestive function and routes the blood flow to the organs of digestion, which turns on the process. A poorly functioning brain, which means a brain that has brain fog due to lack of energy, lack of nutrients, lack of stimulation, does not stimulate that whole process, which contributes to inflammation and undermines our overall gut health. So how does essential oils enhance the nutrient absorption in the gut? We've talked about now how the gut works, how the gut is 80% of our immune system, but how do we help our gut? Our gut wants to do right by us. It wants to send us all those nutrients at the cellular level to keep us healthy, to keep our brain functioning, to keep our organs functioning, to keep us healthy and vibrant and young. But he can't do that with the way our current diet is. So essential oils help through what we call bioavailability. And bioavailability is the amount of something that makes it into the bloodstream when it's introduced in the body. What happens with essential oils and bioavailability, it kind of helps the nutrients go into the bloodstream through their ability of opening up the bloodstream as these oils are brought forth. One needs to understand that a lot of our market nutrients that we have, they aren't bioavailable. So you really need to do your due diligence and check through what your supplements are and what you're taking and make sure they are bioavailable, because our body has a hard time using things that are not bioavailable. So we can take a lot of essential types of supplements and nutrients through good food, good diet, but if they're not bioavailable, they're not going to get into our bloodstream and they're going to be excreted through waste. So essential oils enhance the bioavailability and the activity of these other beneficial ingredients, these other supplements, these good supplements that we're taking in, and they positively impact our health all the way down to the cellular level. Now, what's interesting about essential oils is that they can be taken into our system through several different ways. There are oils that are ingestible, so you can add them through cooking with them or putting them into a veggie cap, which disintegrates in the gut and the oil can then absorb. It can be inhaled, it can be diffused, it can be placed on your skin topically. Remember, the skin is the largest organ and it will absorb certain amounts of drugs and oils and nutrients through the pores of the skin. So essential oils can be utilized in this way to enhance the bioavailability of these other ingredients. You need to be very, very cautious about the oils that you use. One oil is not created like another oil. On the bottom of your oils, there is usually what they call a number. You can put that number into your computer and it'll show you from beginning to end where that oil came from, the types of plant, how it was sourced, how it was tested, the quality parameters, and what percentage of actual oil is in there. Remember, not one oil is created like another. You do need to utilize your internet and your healthcare provider to talk about the usage of essential oils and how they can benefit you and enhance your gut health along with any other supplements that you may be taking. Buying oils without actually looking at them, seeing them, or understanding where they come from is actually just like not buying something at the grocery store that doesn't have a label on it and it's in a can that's sealed, but it's on the shelf with all the other vegetables, so it should be okay. Well, it really may not be okay. Some oils or all oils have a label on them on the side that should tell you whether they can be ingested or whether they can only be used topically or as an inhaled oil. You need to look at that and do your due diligence as you work through the use of essential oils and making sure that they are bioavailable to your system to be able to enhance your overall gut health. Inflammation is a real issue when it comes to our gut health. It's a defense mechanism designed in the infection or damaged tissue. But chronic or prolonged inflammation and the immune response cycle left unchecked like that in the gut, it spreads elsewhere in the body, contributing to health challenges and chronic illness. If your body is in a state of constant inflammation, It weakens your immune response. It weakens your immune system, thereby making you more susceptible to other viruses, bacteria, and illnesses. I had someone tell me the other day that, you know, I feel like I'm always sick. I just get over one thing and I just seem to be getting something else. It's like I'm healthy for a week, or I feel healthy for a week, and then I'm sick again. Well, in further conversation, we talked about diet. We talked about sleep. We talked about the things that actually can cause inflammation, and realized that this individual really needed to decrease the overall inflammation that was causing stress on his overall body system. So in order for the gut to heal, inflammation needs to be calmed. This means repairing existing damage and preventing future damage by eliminating the factors that cause inflammation. Essential oils can help decrease that inflammatory response and help repair some of that damaged tissue. It allows the intestines and it helps stop the inflammatory cascade to allow healing to occur. So it decreases or eliminates the inflammatory triggers. By doing that, it allows a calming effect to take over, and it allows the intestines to heal. So whether you apply them topically, ingest them, or inhale them, and again, you need to look at the actual bottle of the oils to see how the oil should be used. But these oils specifically target and support the reduction of inflammation in the gut. And they also can expedite the healing for the inflammatory process. Frankincense, I love frankincense. It is my go-to oil. It is one of the oils that, if you go back to biblical times, it was one of the oils that was given to baby Jesus by the 3 wise men, along with myrrh and gold. Gold in those times, in biblical times, was actually turmeric. So baby Jesus was given frankincense, myrrh, and turmeric. All of those are high anti-inflammatory oils, which means that they cause calming effects in the intestinal tract. They also are antimicrobial, which actually helps with infection and disease. So it helps prevent diseases. And if you think back to biblical times, they did not have antibiotics. They did not have modern Western medicine to help them. What they had was the plants and the roots of plants and nature to help produce certain things that can be utilized to help reduce inflammation and infection. So frankincense is a very, very strong anti-inflammatory oil. It has a great scent to it. It can be used topically. It can be used orally. It can be used through diffusion and inhalation. Ginger is another one. Ginger is used, can be taken orally, topically, and also it can be inhaled. Now, ginger is very, very strong and can cause skin irritation. So if you're going to use ginger or mix ginger in combination with frankincense, and you're going to use it topically, you need to mix it with what we call another oil, kind of a suppression oil, which is called coconut oil is a good one for that. It actually will decrease the sensitivity that you would have when you apply it topically, but it actually is a carrier oil. So it actually helps make sure that it gets carried and is actually allowed to penetrate the skin, which is the largest organ. Ylang-ylang and dill seed are also oils that help reduce inflammation. Again, these are just some of the oils that are out there to help with overall inflammation and gut inflammation. I actually use ginger. I take ginger every day. I utilize it. I take one drop of ginger in a veggie cap every single day. It actually helps boost my immune system. and helps keep my gut in check, especially if I'm eating foods that sometimes don't always agree with me because I'm older now. I'm not 20 and I can't eat everything that I used to. So there is essential oils are powerful. Oils such as clove, and again, frankincense, my go-to oil, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway, German chamomile are just a few essential oils that enhance the activity of other nutrients. So either, remember again, I cannot stress this enough, look at the oil, look at the label on it. If it has a nutritional label on it, that is an oil that can be ingested. If it has no label on it, you need to go and check or look at where you purchase the oil from to find out how this oil can be used appropriately. Should it be only used topically? Should it only be inhaled? Should it only be diffused? Can it be taken internally? I was actually at a friend's home about a year ago, or actually before, it was 2 years ago, it was before COVID. And she had made some lemonade, but she had put lavender oil in there. Now, there are different types of lavender oils. Some can be ingested, some are not, depending on where they're made and how they're made. So you need, again, to look at that. This one was able to ingest. And I can tell you, when I drank that lemonade, my gut felt so calm. It gave me such a relaxing feeling. I felt it was a good feeling. I can't describe it, but oils have a very profound and powerful effect on our gut. Remember, our gut is 80% of our immune system. So by taking in these oils along with our foods, taking ginger once a day, taking frankincense, or putting wild orange in the water that you drink, or German chamomile into your tea, those things actually can get into our digestive system and help transport essential nutrients into our bloodstream. So they help with the bioavailability of making these other nutrients available to our cells to keep us healthy. Clove and thyme and German chamomile are also potent antioxidants, and they provide protections against those things that are called free radicals. So they prevent against oxidation. Frankincense, wild orange, and cumin support healthy cellular responsive to oxidative stress. So that's where you have this imbalance of these free radicals to oxidants to neutralize them, to keep a healthy immune system, to keep ourselves healthy. A lot of times when you have an imbalance of free radicals, we don't feel well. We have like a sluggish feeling. Free radicals can cause a lot of us to feel sick or make us susceptible to certain illnesses or certain disease processes and chronic illnesses. We want to make sure that we have antioxidants to neutralize them and make sure that our immune system is in top working order, especially in today's world with COVID-19 and the variants that are out there. Peppermint, ginger, and caraway promote digestive comfort and improve absorption and bioavailability. A lot of times you don't even have to ingest this. I have made what I would call a roller ball. So I've taken a carrier oil of coconut oil and mixed it with peppermint and ginger and spearmint and caraway, and have rubbed it on an upset stomach. I actually did this with my husband when he was feeling sick a few weeks ago. I actually made this this bioavailable oil component and put it in a roller ball and actually used it and just rubbed it on his abdomen and then just put a warm washcloth on top of it. And that actually it helped the absorption of the oil into his gut, and it actually relieved him of the nausea and the bloating that were contributing to him not feeling well. We use these oils also in as part of Western medicine, or as a as a complement to Western medicine. So a lot of times we'll use them to help people relax. We'll use them to help with anxiety. We'll use oils to help promote all of this comfort and relaxation and the bioavailability of these nutrients. Peppermint is great. I remember when I was a little kid, and if I went to the office at the school and with an upset stomach, the receptionist gave me a peppermint, one of those little peppermint candies that you suck on. And she said that would help my stomach. It kind of did, but peppermint oil actually has a more profound effect. But peppermint has been used for centuries along with spearmint and ginger to help promote gut health. When women are pregnant and have morning sickness or evening sickness or overall nausea in those first trimester throughout their pregnancy, taking ginger actually helps decrease that. So a lot of times they'll say, eat ginger snaps, drink ginger tea, utilize ginger in a diffuser to help with that nausea or that nauseating feeling and that morning sickness that you may have when you're pregnant. These oils have been around for centuries. They are now just becoming to the forefront of understanding how powerful they are in conjunction with Western medicine and our over-the-counter remedies that we utilize to take care of bloating, to take care of acid indigestion, to take care of feeling overburdened with, bad gut health. Essential oils complement us by making them bioavailable to the nutrients we take in and calming the inflammatory response that our gut has to poor nutrition and our modern diet. So again, gut health plays a critical role to anti-inflame, detoxify, and heal our body. Again, it's 80% of our immune system. But most healing remedies are assimilated through our digestive tract. So that's why understanding if your oils, whether you can take them and ingest them orally, are important. A lot of oils, because of the strength and the concentration of the oil, cannot just be put under our tongue or in a little glass of water. Although some people can tolerate 1 drop in 4 ounces of water and drink it without a problem. Other people need what we call veggie caps. They're just clear vegetable caps. They're vegan, gluten-free, all of that. Put 1 drop in and swallow it with a big glass of water, and you have it now in your digestive tract where it will do the best work. Smelling and topically applying, as I said earlier, or ingesting plant nutrients from essential oils provide a powerful point of entry to your body to help with the decreasing the inflammatory process, decreasing inflammation, and in boosting our immune system. Essential oil remedies restore healthy digestive function, can repair damage to the intestinal lining, and restore our overall gut integrity. It needs to be done consistently. So by taking 1 drop of ginger in a veggie cap and taking it and saying, okay, now my gut is healthy, that's not how it works. You need to constantly make this part of your daily routine. Utilizing essential oils with any other supplements that you have to keep yourself healthy actually will keep your gut integrity intact. Plants and their concentrated essences that are contained in the essential oils, they contain a lot of healing compounds that are especially powerful in healing the gut. Remember, these plants and these oils have been around for centuries. As I said, dating back to biblical times. We have got all kinds of things in nature, all types of plants to be able to be utilized with their oils to keep us healthy and to keep our gut health intact. So our scientific understanding of essential oils, it's come a long way. It used to be that gut health or essential oils and gut health all free people that were outside or didn't believe in Western medicine. But now there's a lot of peer-reviewed studies that contribute to our understanding and the use of essential oils and how they can complement us with Western medicine. So as we continue with our advancements in technology and research, we really can tap into the true power of essential oils. Essential oils are currently utilized with a lot of hospice agencies and with end-of-life types of components, with massage therapy, with anxiety, with migraine headaches, with gut health. So as we learn more, essential oils will become more and more part of our daily routine, along with other supplements that we take to enhance our overall health. So essential oils help maintain a healthy gut and overall health and vitality. So are there any questions at this point?
I don't see, we'll give it just a second. I don't see any questions coming in just yet. And while we're waiting for some questions, I just wanted to say, Linda, what an awesome job that was. What great information. And for those of you that registered, we will send you a recording in the email as a thank you for registering for this event. And for those that may not know us, well, we are going to also put this up on our YouTube channel. So we encourage everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Nurse Advocate Consulting, and help us reach our goal of 100 subscribers so we can get our business name into our YouTube link. So right now it's a long string of letters and numbers. So, but you can find us by just searching in YouTube for Your Nurse Advocate Consulting. So I'm going to check one more time to see if we have any questions. And actually, I'm not seeing any questions. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of their Saturday morning to join us. And we will look forward to seeing you again in a webinar or a class or a course in the near future. Linda, do you want to wrap things up?
Yeah, I just want to actually just put our, there's a reference sheet along after the questions, which shows the references that were utilized for this webinar. And I just wanted to put up here our actual contact information. So anybody who has any questions or any would like more information, please let us know. You can reach us this way also. Again, I want to thank everyone for joining us, and it's been great. And I use essential oils and believe in them strongly and utilize them in my everyday life with my family. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone had the ability to understand the benefit of essential oils. So thank you everyone for joining.
Linda, could you pull up the reference page so that we just have that on our recording?
There you go.
All right, perfect. And all right, well, thank you so much, everybody. And we will see you in a future webinar or class, and have a great rest of your Saturday. Take care now.
Bye-bye.